Hi everyone, Donna with Bookkeeping Made Simple here, and today I want to talk a little bit about pending a lawsuit that the FTC has against Amazon. So a lot of our clients are e-commerce resellers or e-commerce retailers who use Amazon as part of their platform. And because of that, I was very interested when this article came up to my attention. What the FTC is alleging and what the statistics that they're using actually mean appear to be two very different things. And I wanted to kind of unpack them. Again, a lot of that is because we have a lot of Amazon sellers as our clients, and we want to make sure that they have the information that they need. Also, because I really want to make sure that if you're considering an Amazon business, that you know the facts. Okay? So, and that can be, a lot of times that can be very difficult to unpack because so many people have, they have a vested interest in one way or the other on Amazon's programs. So I'm not quite sure what triggered this, but this is what's at the center of the FTC's antitrust lawsuit against Amazon. So the big part of this is has to do with fulfillment by the seller. If you're an Amazon reseller, you're already aware that Amazon has fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, which is where you ship all of your inventory to Amazon's warehouse. Amazon fulfills for you. So you ship it to their warehouse, they make sure it gets out to the customer. And it's kind of nice from the merchant point of view, because if you priced everything right, you've built the fees into your prices, it can be quite lucrative. You have to remember that your top number is not going to be the amount of your deposit. And there's some more things that go into that, but Amazon does charge hefty fees for the use of their warehouse and for their shipping and fulfillment services. And I'm not criticizing that at all. I do really want to emphasize that. I think that it's probably, in a lot of cases, that's the best way to go. And it's not usurious, so to speak, in the amount that they charge for fees. It seems that way. It can be up to a third, but it's they do a lot of the heavy lifting for their resellers. So, but what the FTC is alleging is that Amazon basically stunted the growth of a lot of small businesses, independent businesses that were using the Amazon platform to sell their products. It really rests on a single statistic. And if you don't understand the statistic and what they're actually measuring, then you're not going to understand the lawsuit. And to be honest, after reading several articles on this, I am not sure that I understand the lawsuit. I don't know what triggered this. And because of that, I'm not going to comment on that. But the FTC is alleging that Amazon deprived potential competitors of the ability to gain scale and momentum to effectively compete online. There are some allegations that Jeff Bezos basically said just put up junk ads, that he was really trying to get the advertising revenue without the advertising, that he was trying to get rid of the competition, which this lawsuit is alleging that he saw these independent resellers as competition. As the argument goes, Amazon used to have a seller fulfilled Prime program. Now, Prime, the whole thing about Prime to me is I get it in 2 days and the shipping is free. That's what I pay for. I have Prime. I originally got it because I was in college. And so I qualified for a student discount. I loved it. But I really, that 2-day window to receive my products, that was really important to me. And it is actually frustrating at this point. We're so spoiled. When I go on Amazon and I see something's going to take a week, that seems like a really long time now. It used to be normal. But Amazon's really done a lot to change the way we do online selling. So in 2019, they rolled out Seller fulfilled Prime. Or no, I'm sorry, they shut down Seller fulfilled Prime. I should make sure I'm completely clear on that. And Seller fulfilled Prime was a program in which independent sellers could ship from their own warehouses. They would offer the free shipping, and they were responsible for getting the orders out accurately on time. If you are using FBA or fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon is in charge of getting those orders fulfilled and on time because the seller basically ships their inventory to Amazon. In Seller Fulfilled Prime, the seller was shipping out of their own warehouses, and they were agreeing to have these shipments out on time, right? So the FTC is alleging that the discontinuation of the Seller Fulfilled Prime program was a coercive scheme to get rid of competition. But if you kind of dig into the lawsuit a little bit, the FTC keeps reiterating his claim. And they talked about this statistic that, let's see, I want to get the quote right. Douglas Farrar, who is the Director of Public Affairs for the FTC, tweeted out that Amazon shut Seller Fulfilled Prime, SFP, because they said deliveries weren't on time, but new information today shows sellers using SFP met the delivery requirements set up by Amazon more than 95% of the time. The 95% is the important statistic on this. What was actually happening, so the FTC is saying, oh, the sellers were doing their job. They were getting things out the door on time and accurately 95% of the time, which, by the way, that's not very good. Consumers want to see that is 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time. Consumers really want to see that their orders are coming in accurately and on time in the promised time frame. Okay. And really, independent resellers are not competition to Amazon. They're an extra income stream because of the Fulfillment by Amazon program. Even when they weren't using Fulfillment by Amazon, and some don't, there are some other programs that they can use. This is all another revenue stream for Amazon, so they really don't have anything to gain by shutting down independent resellers. That's something that's part of Amazon's business. So, but so they didn't do it to limit competition. It doesn't even make sense. If you're an Amazon reseller, you know what their fees are, and you know they're making plenty of money. And the resellers are the ones that have to purchase the advertising, they have to market the business, they have to do a lot of things to be ranked at the top of Amazon in order to make money. Well, again, the FTC's lawsuit stated sellers enrolled in SFP met their promised delivery estimate, the seller's promised delivery estimate set by Amazon. Sorry, sellers enrolled in SFP met their, meaning the sellers, promised delivery estimate requirements set by Amazon more than 95% of the time in 2018. Well, but that doesn't mean that the sellers were fulfilling the requirements of Amazon's Prime program. What that meant was the seller could say, we'll get that out in a week. And as long as they met that 1 week deadline, they were in compliance. But Amazon wants everybody to receive their packages within 2 days. So it doesn't mean that sellers were meeting the requirements of the Prime program. It just means that they were meeting whatever shipping standards they themselves set. And Amazon considered that a threat to their brand because Amazon Prime, again, 2-day shipping is free. Okay, that's really truly what you pay for when you pay for Prime. So it was correct to say that sellers met their own estimates, not Prime's requirement. So, so if let's say I'm bringing merchandise in from China in order to resell, and I'm selling it from my own warehouse, I could put up on my website on Amazon, it's a 1-month fulfillment because it has to, take the slow boat from China, literally. But the 2 days is what's promised as part of the Prime package. It's okay to be an Amazon reseller and have a long fulfillment time, but you cannot do it under Prime. You can't have the Prime badge on it. So what we're seeing is the FTC is seeing this statistic, and they are not understanding what exactly this is measuring. This is not measuring whether or not the sellers were meeting the requirements of the Prime program. It meant that the sellers were meeting their own requirements, not Amazon's. And because Amazon considered this fulfillment time to be too long, that is why they shut down the whole program. Again, let me emphasize, I don't think this had anything to do with Amazon trying to shut down competition. They were shutting down a revenue stream. Okay, but they felt like this revenue stream was harming their brand. Again, Prime promises 2-day delivery. So if you couldn't deliver in 2 days, you couldn't be a Prime seller, a seller fulfilled Prime. You couldn't do that. And actually, the percentage of sellers that were actually meeting the requirements for Prime was only 16%. So Amazon's looking at this and they're saying only 16% of our sellers that are resellers who are fulfilling from their own warehouses, that are seller fulfilled, are meeting our requirements for the Prime program. Let me say that again. 16% of Amazon resellers who are doing this, the sales seller fulfilled Prime, were actually meeting that 2-day window. Because of that, Amazon said, look, this program's not good for our brand. We need to have a bit more control over when these go out if it's going to be sold under Prime. Again, there's still an option for seller fulfillment for Amazon, as far as I know. I haven't seen anything taking that away. But if you want to be a Prime seller, you do have to do fulfillment by Amazon or FBA. And the problem is that I'm seeing in the lawsuit is that the FTC and Amazon agree on this 95% thing, but they're saying that it means different things. The FTC is saying, well, 95% of all sellers met Amazon's requirements. And Amazon's saying, no, 95% of them met their own fulfillment requirements, and they ignored the requirements to be an Amazon Prime seller. So I just wanted to kind of put this out there because I wanted to make sure, especially the clients of ours that are Amazon fulfillment or that resell on Amazon. I love that Amazon does this for a lot of small businesses. It's really tough to get an online store going. And I think Amazon provides a very valuable service to small business owners who want to sell online, but they don't have the development money, to set up a really nice online store. Amazon provides that. But in order to have that Prime badge, you have to today, in order to have that Prime badge, you have to have it fulfilled by Amazon. That means you ship all of your inventory to Amazon's warehouse and Amazon takes care of it from there. If you don't care about having a Prime badge on your merchandise, you can still fulfill it from your own warehouse, but you can't be a seller fulfilled Prime seller. So just wanted to really clarify that because, like I said, the FTC and Amazon agree on 95%, but they don't agree 95% of what. So I just wanted to make sure I covered that because it does affect a lot of our clients. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you enjoyed this video, if you found anything interesting about it, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the red notification bell when you're on YouTube, so on and so forth. You guys know the drill. I don't know why I keep repeating all this every week because I know all of you who are watching this or listening to this on Spotify, you already know how to subscribe. Please do. So And with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I'll talk to you again very soon.